Hello, everyone. Welcome. Can money buy peace or love? Money has nothing to do with peace or happiness or love. In fact, it could be the greatest distortion against peace, happiness, joy, or love. Money is just a means. Money can give you comforts. If you're happy and you have money, you will become more happy. If you're unhappy and you have money, you will become more unhappy. Your money will enhance your pattern, whatsoever it is. Money is neutral. It is what one does with money that gives its value. It is the idea of money which gives you happiness. If you have money in the bank, then it is the idea that money is there which brings happiness. It is not the money itself. Similarly, it is only the idea of the loss of money which brings you misery. As they say, money can buy bed, money cannot buy sleep. Money can buy you food, but money cannot buy you hunger. Money can buy people, but it cannot buy love. There is nothing wrong in using money. It is the scientific way of exchanging things. It is a tremendous invention. Use it wisely. Share it wisely. Remember that you cannot fully experience it until and unless you share it with others. Money should not become the goal, should not become an obsession. But there is no need to renounce it to become a beggar either. In both the cases, clinging is there. You may own a huge mansion or you may live in a hut. That is not the point. You may be wealthy or you may not be wealthy. That is not the point. The question is whether you have a feeling of possession or mine or not. Money can be beautiful if it is not possessed, if you don't become obsessed with it. And what is obsession? Obsession is paying too much attention and energy to something which is not that important. Anything that reduces you into a slave, that is the definition of obsession. Therefore, wealth is not an obstacle to spiritual progress, but the sense of possession of it. Money is like blood circulating in the body of society. It helps society to be enriched, to be alive. If money circulates, moves from one hand to another, goes on moving, the more movement, the better. The more you use it, the more it multiplies. The more it floats and circulates, and the more richer the society becomes. That's why money is called currency. When nobody uses it, money becomes stagnant like clots in the blood. Misery will be the result. It is a mistake to think that things are gained by love's concentration on objects. Here is a blunder in the understanding. Then, why does anyone love anything excessively? What is the purpose behind it? The purpose is simple, a miscalculation of the processes of the mind. The mind calculates wrongly when it imagines that excessive love, when poured upon an object, is the source of satisfaction that it gains from that object. It is always imagined that joy comes from things outside, from objects of sense. This is not true. Our satisfactions are not the outcome of attachment to objects. On the other hand, joys are the result of harmony with things. The more is man in harmony with the world outside, equally not with excessive pressure exerted upon any part, the more he is happy. But if he exerts too much in the direction of a particular object, it may be a human being or an inanimate object. It may be wealth, it may be property, it may be a building, it may be a social status, love of name, fame, power, authority. Even these are objects or stuff. If there is too much concentration on this stuff, he disassociates himself from the harmonious relationship that he is expected to maintain with the whole atmosphere. What are we here for then? Not to gather stuff, but to have an interior experience, the experience of peace, of joy, of happiness, of contentment, of wholeness, of awareness, of love, and ultimately of the divine. We are not trying to get stuff. We are trying to achieve the feeling that we have when we get stuff. What we are seeking and yearning to create in life is not physical objects or activities, but rather the experience of ourselves that sometimes flows through them. We are here to create an experience of positive and uplifting emotions and demonstrate who we really are. Now the question becomes, is there a way to have these feelings without having that stuff? The answer is yes. We should use our external world, of course. That's what it is there for. But we use it best when we use it in the way it was intended to be used. Not as a magnet, but as a mirror. Not as a device to draw something to us, but as a tool with which to reflect something in us. Money is not an exception. Watch what it is that moves you most in a really good film. Is it the scene in which there is a beautiful car? Is it the scene in which there is a gorgeous lady? Is it the scene in which there is a pile of money being thrown around? Such scenes may scintillate our senses, but do they move us? Are we touched by them deeply in our hearts? Or is it the scene in which enormous compassion, love is being displayed? Is it the scene in which a very real and deep love is being felt and shared? Of course, it is the latter, and we can see this clearly. So too in real life. And so we see that it is inner world realities we seek to create. It is happiness, peace, love, joy, and other beingness experiences for which we yearn. Indeed, it is such experiences for which we have come here to the physical world. Outer experience can lead to inner experience, but it can never substitute for it. Yet, when inner experience leads to outer expression, the circle is complete. And this is the purpose of an individual life. Thus, you can seek experience that you are the divine by having stuff come to you, or by having stuff come through you. If you do it by taking stuff, you will forever be trapped in the hope that there will be sufficient stuff to take in the world around you. If you do it by giving stuff, by sharing stuff, you will never be in that trap, because the world around you has nothing to do with you, how much you have to give. Indeed, the more you give, the more you have to give. And the miracle of giving is that the process is self-replenishing as long as you're not giving it for that reason. Whatever comes through you sticks to you. So, be happy and share love, share joy. Make someone else experience love and joy through you. Thank you.